Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. Coco and Kimi are here with our guests, Buttons and Layplay from Cacophony of Games, and we are continuing the letter. I'm just gonna bring this up so we can hear
How do you
this
know you
line.
don't have a ring anymore? Maybe you two can be together and I don't have to worry about my best girls being alone.
What are you on about? There's nothing to
Baby.
explain.
My gay nerd child. I love you so much. But the more I deny, the louder they tease me until the other people in the pub start to watch. It doesn't help at all when Haruna drapes her arms over my shoulders and leans in.
Will I be all yours then? Will you be making me feel like a woman?
Lord.
Wow.
I know that they're just kidding around, but make me feel comfortable in the slightest. So, when Kamala notices my silence and Haruna sees the expression on my face, they stop.
Good friends.
And when the awkward air settles over us, the rest of the pub goes back to whatever they were doing before the whole thing ever happened. They probably won't even remember it when they wake up with massive hangovers anyway.
Sorry.
Me too.
Hey, no hard feelings, right?
I raise my glass.
Who's dying over there?
It's my father this time.
No!
They smile. We drink. There's no need to say more. We're all definitely far too drunk tonight. Eventually, the fun times end. It is a weekday after all. With Haruna being a nurse, she still has to get ready for her next shift. Cam also having a loving fiancé waiting for her at home, and really didn't have to make a fuss about having left buns in the oven when she took off early. Really, I understand. I was the one who insisted, who was determined to get pissed drunk anyway. Moving to the bar, I sit. Alone at last. What?
Oh, God.
No!
God.
Speaking of Mr. Right,
That explains
Yeah.
so much.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Kimi called it. She was like, they're lying! In that exact voice.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Like a long time ago, I think it was during the beginning of Hana's chapter. There was like something going on where Hana was confused about how Luke knew Marianne's name. And he said that she mentioned it on the ride, and you were like, liar!
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
Look how she's lucky.
Aw, probably thinking the same thing I did.
Oh.
Oh, he's evil AF. Fucking drink him halfway, motherfucker.
Not at all, ma'am.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, they're lying.
Yes, I think I did.
They're so lying. No way.
Ugh. What a fucking asshole. Anyway. Alone with a stranger.
Please punch you, Marianne.
I haven't seen him here before. Obviously not a regular. He hasn't said a word, and just sits there, savouring his drink. With his whiskey served neat in one hand, and lighter in the other, It doesn't seem like he's noticed me yet. And maybe I should just go before he does look my way. That doesn't look like whiskey at all. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
And it's
One.
it's in a
Because say one, whiskey isn't served in that glass.
yes.
Yeah, no, the glass is definitely with wine in it, but it's fine.
Because-
Let's just pretend it's whiskey
Okay.
through will force.
Because he was pretty and he was blonde. And those two things plus alcohol never did me any good. Relatable. I thought too late. Judging by the way his flushed face and the dazed look in his eyes, he's as piss drunk as I am. But whereas I feel like healing over, he looks like he's still ready to take the catwalk by storm. Really, he just has the air of one of those men who think they own the world.
Hello there, sexy. Please don't stand
Uh,
I like what I see.
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Marianne Bell!
More like whiskey sour.
Oh, truth though. But then again, I may be pleasantly surprised if he proves me wrong. You won't.
He wants.
Some between the sheets, sex on the beach.
Ugh.
Talking cocktails, of course.
And then he pukes all over him.
Please.
Fat chance. But it doesn't matter. We both know how to play this game. And there are two different ways for the night to end. One thing or another is going to happen. The question is, what do I want to do?
Oh no, that's fine. I'd rather order some blue balls or some AMF if you don't mind.
Nice.
Fucking God bless Marianne. He looks like he's about to say some witty retort, but stuffs himself and downs the rest of his whiskey. I order a mint julep. He gets another whiskey, and we start the customary small talk. Of course, the saying, ask me no questions and I tell you no lies, goes without saying. We ask nothing about each other, offering up falsehoods to establish a strenuous, fake connection between two strangers at a pub, if only to pass the time. Whiskey, as I have come to call him, is supposedly 21 years old, single, takes care of his sick mother, and is a manager of some sort.
All lies.
All lies. Manager of what? I didn't care to listen to the details. Meanwhile, Mint, as he has come to call me, is 29 and I'm... What did I say I was again? Oh, yes. I told him that I was a professional chocolate taster. Because fuck it. If I'm going to lie about what my job is, might as well make it fun. It's a pretty decent chat between two pretty drunk strangers. And maybe it's just me, but we might as fucking well expend the tiniest amount of effort in pretending there's something meaningful in this meeting.
Ha.
Fucking love Marianne. God damn. Would have been nice too, if it was just left at that. But during a lull in conversation, he brings it up.
You know, I've never been with a woman taller than me.
Time to order the AMF.
I cannot roll my eyes harder. And to think he might have been different from the rest.
Never have and never will, whiskey.
Can
Can we go back to the history of chocolates? Did you know that chocolate candy was introduced in 19th century England as a healthier alternative
Eat
to
shit, you Draco
alcohol?
Malfoy look like fuck. Oh, I hate him so much. Saint Lucy was the most beautiful woman of her time. She had men come from the four corners of the world just to see the pure light of her exquisite green eyes.
There's your reason, Buttons.
What?
There's your reason.
For what?
Like earlier, she made an exclamation, and you were like, "Why Saint
Oh,
Lucia?"
right. Oh, shit. Yeah. Alright, that makes sense now.
Who are all these saints anyway?
Bruh, you want to start because
That's
it'll go for
Long.
hours.
Yeah.
If she were so lucky anyway.
No, enough of the history lesson. Come
Ugh.
on, Mint. You know and I know what you get.
No, you have no idea.
Ugh.
To get piss-ass drunk. We've established this.
She said it many times.
Though not ever pursued her was gallant, and she was no fool. She had known that sooner or later she wouldn't be able to defend her chastity.
Come on. There must be something that gets you going.
Yours.
So she had taken out a knife
Do it.
and gouged out her own eyes.
No, wrong way. Gouge out his eyes. His
Yeah.
eyes.
But I don't think you can handle it.
Impressed with her devotion, God restored her eyes and made them more beautiful than before.
Thanks a fucking lot, God.
Okay.
He has a peculiar sense of humor, hasn't he? Because that only meant suitors kept going after Lucy, and she kept her eyes in a chalice to scare them away.
Oh god.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can handle whatever it is.
I mean,
you
if you
though?
want to have a sex change, go for it.
Can you though? Can you literally handle having two anime waifus stare down at you as you try to fuck Marianne? Because that would creep me the fuck out.
I guess it depends on if he chips it or not.
True.
Even worse, it's like his no teepee.
God. Saint Lucy, help me. Help me turn away from sin. Help me with my own blindness.
My place isn't too far from here. I won't take care of you if it ends up being too much for you.
Oh my god, no.
Oh no.
And
We
no
don't get
one
an
will
option.
hear you if you try to scream. You sure you want to go
Oh
down
my.
that road, pretty boy?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Secretly, she's a dominatrix. He walks in and her bedroom's been turned into a BDSM dungeon.
If only.
Oh no. You picked the totally wrong person to sleep with.
Should have gone with Haruna. Come on.
I know, right?
Yeah. The best thing about having my condo so close to the pub is the ease of access. As long as I can still stand and walk, I can make it home. Maybe I'd need help from a kind neighbour or two to help me with the last leg if I've really gone overboard from the alcohol. But I always made it home. Sometimes with company. Of course, that always comes with complications, especially with the real clingy ones. But it isn't anything a good tip about stalkers to the building security can't fix. I'm always nervous though, even if this isn't the first time I've done this. And the first few minutes when we enter my room are the first few agonizing minutes where I try not to panic. Okay, Mac. So far, so good. Don't let him smell your fear under all that liquid courage. He'll leave sooner or later and I'll never have to see him again. Wrong. Just like every other man before him. I like to say to myself that the men I've brought to my place were more scared than I was. Yet there is no fear when I look into Whiskey's eyes. Only delight.
Eh.
When he starts touching me, I don't even hesitate when I push him against the door. Roughness is to be expected. Ugh. As long as he sticks to the script, everything will go smoothly. We'll have our little tumble in the sheets, he'll leave, we'll forget about it. If somebody asked what I really wanted, I would have told them I wanted a bed of roses, chocolates and music, maybe in an Irish castle. But all I really want is her, and that's never going to be a reality. That was my fault, of course, because I was afraid.
I just like
Mhm,
just flickered.
mhm.
I'm
Because I was a coward. They would never hold a candle up to her. She was the light of my life. And I had to let her go. I can't even be bothered at the thought of her. Just the thing. Just the single thought of her makes my resolve to see this affair through waver.
Wait.
Oh, thank God.
What is it now?
Well, you can fuck off. How about that? Yes. What is it now?
Oh, thank you.
Thank God.
Thank fucking God.
Send him away.
This
What's
is
the
wrong.
All right, are we all on board with the option here? Like, I feel like we don't need to discuss this one.
Yeah.
We don't need to discuss it at all.
What's it
We all
going to
know.
be, Marianne?
We're both
Oh, okay.
drunk.
Oh!
Wow. Who the fuck is turning the lights off?
What?
How?
Why is her relationship with Luke so high?
Well, our decision now definitely made it go up, which is unexpected. But then again, there was that one option with Hannah that also brought it up. Me.
Oh shit. Sorry. Marianne went to the Kroll Bar, also called the Galway Shoal by its patrons, for a night out with her close friends, Cam and Haruna. When they left, Marianne was seen with a stranger whom she only referred to as Whiskey. In turn, she was called Mint.
And
This is wrong.
And fuck off, that's what.
Yeah, for real.
Don't you think it's a bit fucked up that we're about to have sex and we're just calling each other by the drinks that we had? How messed up are we?
Doll, shut up with the ethics and morality talk. It is seriously putting me out
Ugh.
of the mood.
That's the point.
Yeah, so you can just fuck off and leave.
If you want to
Piss
leave
off.
now, Whiskey, I understand. I mean, with how smashed you are, it'd probably be best for you to sleep the night unless you want to be mugged. But I won't stop you. And this isn't going to happen.
Bloody hell.
Thank God. What a great achievement name.
I love the drawing for it too.
Same.
Of course. He's annoyed at me for putting off our night of sexual congress. Oh, good, so nothing would happen and you would just get cockblocked anyway. But no means no.
Sexual Congress. I'm sure Alexander Hamilton would be proud.
And beyond spewing a bunch of profanities under his breath, he surprisingly simmered down soon enough. I was worried for a moment that he might try to force something. Instead, he makes a show of fixing his suit and smoothing down his hair before making himself comfortable in the nearest seat he could find.
What are you doing then? You have a guest in your home. Put the damn kettle
What
on.
an asshole!
Dandelion tea if you have it. But I suppose all you have are those shitty tea bags from the store.
What? Oh. If it isn't for the absurdity of this turn of events, I would have flipped him off for thinking I have no taste.
Do it anyway.
Yeah, for real. But in the end, I just laugh.
Also, what the fuck's wrong with him that he actually likes dandelion tea?
For real, though.
Dandelion tea actually tastes pretty fucking horrible, and I wouldn't drink it if it weren't for medicinal purposes.
All I got are all I got are cans of Korean ginseng and lemon balm, though. No dandelion. Without a second thought, I do wet the tea. That's 3 minutes to get the kettle to a boil. 3 minutes where we say nothing to each other. I mean, what do you even say to the guy that I was going to sleep with until I changed my mind?
Fuck off.
For real. I doubt he's in the mood to talk about the influences of Troyes on Mallory. Still unusual by the time we're both seated on my bed, with mugs of tea in hand.
Just so you know, whatever is going on right now is a lot stranger and fucked up than the one night stand.
We are two messed up individuals by your logic.
Everything is messed up, if you ask me. War, terrorism, famine, poverty, loved ones and loved lost. Oh, this whole world is a cesspool.
This is unexpected.
Yeah, right? The dead air is telling when it fills the room once more. One would think that this is the perfect time to burst. To spill about whatever issues that made us the fucked up person that we are today. And it is. But I guess some part of me would rather not put the weight of my problems on somebody else's shoulder. Wouldn't be fair to leave to that one day. It wouldn't be fair to leave that to a person. I don't even know if we'll ever see each other again. Sooner rather than later, we both pass out on my bed, mugs left forgotten on the floor. When I wake, whiskey is already gone. A bottle of painkillers and a note on the table are the only evidence that I wasn't alone last night. How does he know her name?
Yeah, that's what I
That's
was
why I was
looking
wondering.
at. Hmm. Must have snooped through her stuff.
I was just about to say, I'm wondering if he was snooping.
I don't even question where these are from, or just how he knew my real name. I'm just grateful for something to help with the hangover. Might as well.
Stop that, Chloe.
I have a job to do. It isn't often that I think about drinking on the job.
Give me a second while I try to calm my cat down.
Wrangle the kitty. Love the precious kitty.
Meow.
Alright, she was batting around the cap of a pen.
Aw, she wants to play.
It's too late.
Little kitty. Little kitty baby.
She's a kid.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway,
Kimei.
I'm looking, I'm reading. Marianne and Whiskey went back to her condo after having one too many drinks. However, Marianne changed her mind about the one-night stand and ended up sharing tea with him instead. The next morning, the stranger left nothing but a note and a bottle of painkillers.
So, do we think that the relationship with him went up because of the fact that she decided to treat him like an actual person?
That's what would be my guess. Like, I mean, if she had gone along with it, then she'd just be another one-night stand that he had.
Right.
So we're thinking it's possible it's kind of like how in Dream Daddy, if you turn down Robert for the one night stand after drinking, he actually is like, I actually respect you for that.
Yeah.
But after meeting with the Wrights yesterday, really makes me want to break my self-imposed rules. Because, first off, fucking damn whiskey was fucking damn Mr. Wright. And to top it all off, they have somehow forgotten to inform me that they didn't own the Ermengarde mansion yet when they hired me. What sort of person does that?
Ugh, rich people.
I could do nothing but twiddle my thumbs at this. However, twiddle my thumbs and wait for the go signal. It's not like I can accept other smaller projects. This is a big job, and I should be ready to start on it at any time. Not to mention that my PA practically begged me to be patient and wait this out. It was a hard decision to agree, but I did so in the end. Besides, I'm doing this for the Ermengarde mansion, not for anything or anyone else.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I'd have a headache whatever I do anyway. I'd go to the pub again, but seeing what happened a few days ago, I'd rather not end up in bed with another potential client. And it might be a huge leap in logic, but a library is the next best thing after the pub. I have to go there anyway. I need more books for Dad. Plus, I also need to return the ones I borrowed last time. Finding a new book or two to read for myself, while I have nothing to do, isn't such a bad idea either. So on a Sunday morning, I found myself going to the only library in Luxburn to, hopefully, pull off.
Watcher goes straight to the light novel section.
After returning an Ursuli and a poetry book by Henry of Proudbrady. Proudbrady? Oh my god. I asked the librarian about the several titles on my list, though I don't have much luck on that front. Dialogue with Death has already been snatched, and she bluntly said that she does not keep our mathematical universe for someone who doesn't return books on time. I make headway at least when I ask about Siege and rendition of Havana by Jacobo de Puz. Oh, no, don't even. Somebody else, please.
Jacobo de Pezuela.
Jacobo
Thank
de
you.
Pezuela. Mm-hmm.
He called her snarling and pointing at the history section as headway, that is. The history section is devoid of any other except for myself and a redhead. Though I'd wager a guess that Red's just passing by to get to the classical literature section.
Is it what I think it is?
Big?
So many books, so little time. Scanning the books and seeing so many wonderful titles gives me great pleasure. And that's when I spot it.
Hello, sailor. Why don't you come to Mama?
It's not the naval battle book I was looking for, no. It's even better. The newly acquired History of Luxburn Architecture. First edition, too. I know I just have to get it. I've been waiting to get my hands on the book for so long. The fact that there is only one copy proves to be a problem now, when Red reaches for it at the same time I do.
I think I had this first, miss.
Ah!
Hair!
But we will see what happens with these two next time. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye!
Bye!
The Passion Festival is a place where every mer person can showcase their talents and express their heart's true passion.
Woo!
Yay!
Mr. Dramatic.
There are contests and showcases, music and food galore. It is very dramatic. It has
Hope there's a
everything a
play.
mermaid, a mer person, or merfolk, or mer envy
Fish.
could ever wish for.
It looks like there's tiny dicks in the background because the fish are kind of skinny.